10 years, 120 months, 3,652 days, 86,700 hours, 5,258,880 minutes, and 315,567,360 seconds. That's how long Northwest has been making an impact on its students' futures. Welcome to the 2017-2018 Northwest broadcast. I'm your anchor, Kayla Monique Gallegos, and let's get into it. This year's broadcast is going to have a little bit of change. For each broadcast, we will be taking a look into segments and videos made by our DIM class about our student lives. So let's start with the first one, topic homework. Almost 2 months into the year, and homework seems to be taking a toll on the students and teachers. Let's take a deeper look into what's happening, produced by Valeria Corral and Betsybeth Bermudez.
As an early college student, the expectations are set high when it comes to your grades. With studying, homework, school activities, and personal affairs, one cannot help but to eventually feel overwhelmed. Many students have felt as if their core classes are taking up too much time of their free time at home and believe that schoolwork is consuming them. Let's hear what our staff and students have to say.
My opinion on homework is that there's one class in specific, that being physics, that takes forever.
I average about 4 to 5 hours of homework every day, and it mostly consists of my core classes and occasionally my electives, but my opinion on homework is that we do have too much.
I think it's important to listen to what students have to say because their point of view is important, and I think that we need to reflect on what they say and evaluate what we're doing in our classes. However, there are also some things that we must comply with because we're teaching college level classes. So one of the classes that often receives many inquiries is dual credit pre-calculus. Tests are weighted 70%. That is a standard from El Paso Community College. There's nothing we can do to change that. We must comply with EPCC recommendations and requirements. Our goal here is that we have to provide students with a rigorous education so that when you go to college, you do well in those classes and that you know how to keep going when it gets tough.
Wow, interesting point of view. A bit of advice, don't procrastinate and get your work done as soon as possible. Candy, chocolate, and popcorn. It's such a great mix to get into the Halloween spirit. Let's take a look at all the fundraisers that are going around in our school, produced by Esteban Porras and Alexis Terraza.
What I would like to see is for the students to participate a little more to support the fundraisers that we do. They usually just complain but don't buy anything. I mean, if they have some kind of ideas that they could bring to us, we'd be more than willing to help them out and do those. Maybe new t-shirt designs, new hoodie designs, anything that they can come up with.
Okay, with our FBLA popcorn initiative or popcorn fundraiser, we're actually going to do a variety of different things with our funds. First, we're actually going to buy supplies and materials for our FBLA competitions at the local, state, and national level. In addition to that, we're going to have 2 outing events. One of them is going to be in December, possibly at the Great American Land and Cattle. And the next one is going to be in May, and it's probably going to be at Babo's, all expenses paid, for all FBLA members. Thank you.
The student interaction with one another, students going out into the community to be able to raise funds for their the different activities that they're doing in their clubs and organizations, to be able to make money so they can go out and enjoy these activities maybe outside of school, like having picnics, trips to different places, also make money so they can maybe buy shirts, buy food and snacks so they can participate in these after school activities. Some changes that I've seen are different fundraisers. For example, Mr. Holtzman is raising, his students are doing fundraisers so they can go on a European trip. So these are some of the things, some positive things that I've seen, some changes since I've been here.
Hi, I'm Samantha Seikos. I'm an 11th grader. I just finished fundraising for FBLA, doing the popcorn sales, and I guess I'd really like the money to go towards a really nice dinner at the end of the year because we've all worked really hard.
Maybe some of the fundraisers that I would like to be implemented here is the students fundraising for the teachers to have maybe once a week have a lobster dinner. Maybe at lunch, we can have some type of comedian come in and do one of his or her shows. Maybe fundraise for to have George Lucas come in and talk about Star Wars and how he helped create it. I don't know, maybe some fundraisers like that.
Halloween Grams, I'll make sure to place my order soon, and you should too. PE has gone through a lot of changes. For example, our new coach, his name is Coach Leva, and so let's take a look at what he's been doing in class.
Coach Leva will be offering sports at Northwest Early College against the other early colleges. He will be offering volleyball, two-touch football, flag football, basketball, and soccer.
To transitioning to sports, I feel sports is more interactive, though country dancing was a little bit more fun, but now it's cold and the mosquitoes are coming out, so I really think that sports in general, at least we're doing something interactive and not just like partners, because we're learning how to work on a team. We're actually doing something, not just sitting around and dancing, so yeah.
I like country dance, but it wasn't the best thing to do. I'm more like a sport person, so I really like sports, and especially right now I was playing football and I liked it a lot.
Okay, so for me, sports in my everyday life, I'm not one for sports, but whenever we do it in PE, I feel encouraged because I have a group around me to join me in playing football or soccer or ultimate frisbee, and just being able to find something that I like with other people that may not or may have experience with that sport, let me be able to participate in sports that I wouldn't normally be able to do in just my household. Okay, so the change from dance to sports and PE, I think it's really good because different people who feel comfortable doing different things can participate in whatever they want while also staying healthy by staying active with the different things they're comfortable with.
Well, when it came to country dance, I didn't really like it at all. I found it kind of not very fun in any way, shape, or form. At least with sports, we're getting some sort of decent amount of exercise, and that's really it. That's all I have to say. PE would help in life later on because being physically fit will allow you to reduce your chances of disease and all that sort of stuff, and also be able to do things outside of your house and all that, which would be nice.
Okay, so I feel pretty good about that transition between country dancing and sports because I really like sports, and I think I'm a lot better at it. From PE, I've gained teamwork skills, especially when we were playing football yesterday, because I had to communicate good with my team, which we didn't do a good job at the beginning, but we got a lot better later on. And then, yeah, I got some dancing skills, which I didn't know I needed, but yes.
These sports will begin next semester, but for right now, he is teaching a section on sports for his PE class. Reporting for Thomas Eccles and David Modis.
Wow, sports? I'm excited to check that out, and you should be too. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next segment. Y'all could talk the talk, but can you chalk the block? Apparently, some people can. Let's go ahead and take a look at a produced segment by Laisha Contreras, Jasmine Garcia, and Dizan Juarez.
Hi, welcome to the 10th annual Chalk the Block. How do you feel about Chalk the Block?
Super excited. This is our 6th year participating. It's a family affair. My 2 sons and my niece are part of the artist team. And we've been doing this since they were 13. Now they're 19 and 21. So it's pretty cool. This year we're doing a piece, like a tribute piece to our dog who passed away a couple of months ago. And it wasn't intended that way. What you can see there, and I should have brought an image of him, but we got the background going. This is what the piece is going to look like. Because a great event, great way for artists to come and showcase their work. I'm a high school art teacher. I also have 3 of my students participating in the student category. Super excited about that. Can't imagine a better venue for El Paso than this.
Okay, thank you very much. Why do you guys like Chalk the Block?
We like Chalk the Block because it's a chance for the artistic side of El Paso in a cultural sense get expressed. It's a good environment. Downtown looks really good at night. There's a lot of good food, good art. Yeah.
All the local vendors and local businesses coming here and giving exposure to some of the nicer parts of El Paso.
Good answers, thank you.
Wow, who knew you could do that with a piece of chalk? I could barely do that with a pencil. Halloween is around the corner, and do you have any plans yet? If not, let's go ahead and take a look at a produced segment that could give us some ideas. Produced by Isaac Silva and Viviana Garcia.
Hello, Griffins. You don't know me, but I know you. I want to play a game. You've all been waiting for the time of the year to come, and it is here. Many events are already being held. Terror Trail, Massacre on Marshall Road, KLEQ Haunted House, and much more. Time is creeping up. Where will you be this Halloween? Let the games begin.
So what are you going to be doing this Halloween?
I'm gonna be taking care of my cousins.
So probably just gonna be a zombie from like the 80s. Like it's gonna be pretty cool.
Movies with my older brother.
Probably gonna put on my banana suit and chase around the trick-or-treaters. It's gonna be awesome.
Thank you for watching our broadcast. Remember to follow us on Twitter at Northwest ECHS and to give us a like on Facebook. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, once a Griffin, always a Griffin.